Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today, I wanted to do this video to compare these two handguns and kind of put the question out there and see what you guys think. Like I said, I always learn with you guys. I learn a lot from the comments, so make sure you comment down below. And like I said, if you have any questions, I always try my best to answer those for you guys. And I try to do it in a timely manner. But this is a comparison and kind of a food for thought, kind of just let you guys think, let's debate, let's just have a conversation. This is the Bodyguard 2.0, and this is the Diamondback DB9 Gen 4. Don't confuse it with the older generations. This is the Gen 4, and it's been great to me so far. Zero malfunctions in this little DB9. Trust me, I have some handguns that I wouldn't trust and have a bunch of misfires and malfunctions, and I don't feature them on the channel. This guy has won a spot on my channel. I feature it on my channel because it's been great to me so far. The second it stops being great, you guys will know about it, and I won't feature it on the channel anymore. But why I make this comparison? First of all, size-wise, let's just compare sizes before I get into scenarios and other debates. This is oh yeah, first of all, there's the elephant in the room. This is a 9mm. 9mm, the DB9 Gen 4, 9mm. The 2.0 is chambered in 380, so a smaller round. This is basically why I'm making this video. Size, check that out. The same exact length. You could say that, let me see. Maybe the Bodyguard is a tiny, less than half of a quarter of an inch longer. The DB9 is a little thicker. As far as tall goes, let's see. The Bodyguard with the 12-round mag is a little longer. I repeat, this is a 380. This is a 9mm. The sights, both nice steel sights. This DB9, man, for the price, they've done a great job with this Gen 4. It's steel sights, better than what Glock gives you. And it's been decent. It's an orange tip in the front and two white circles in the back. Very easy to find. Of course, with these smaller handguns, they don't tighten the back as much as maybe you would like, but they don't need to. This is for everyday carry and very close encounters. Now the Bodyguard 2.0, this is a 12 round. Now they do come with a flush round mag as well, and it holds 10 rounds. So why I want to make this comparison in this video, it's mostly due to its size, but the main difference is calibers. I keep seeing this so much in my comments where a lot of people debate, like, I would never carry a 380 for everyday carry. It's 9mm or higher. And that's a valid point for a lot of you guys. I don't agree with it. I feel that 380 is more than enough for everyday carry. Nobody's going to want to get touched by any caliber. But 380, when you compare it in size to a 9mm, it's not so much of a big difference. Now, of course, the benefits of a Bodyguard 2.0, just off of the grip, ergonomics, bore access, feels better than the Bodyguard. Sorry, than the DB9. Now, the DB9, everyday carry, tiny, like you saw, basically the same size as the Bodyguard 2.0, but it's chambered in 9mm. Now, the grip, it's not a bad grip. I could still get off on my fingers on the grip because it has the little extended pinky extension on the mag. Now, they do have a flat version if you want, but I prefer this one because I like getting somewhat of a full grip. You get a somewhat of a full grip. Now, the bore access is not the best, but it's very thin. It feels thinner. I think even feels thinner. Let me see. Is the grip thinner? It's almost the same size. I mean, I got the same Hulk sleeve on both. you could say that the DB9 is somewhat a little, well, maybe, is it? I think the DB9 is a little thinner, but it is wider. So that's what makes it, doesn't make it as comfortable as the Bodyguard 2.0. As you can see, the Bodyguard 2.0 is not as wide as the DB9. So that's what kind of makes this not feel so great. Now the trigger guard itself is nice and compact, just like it is on the Bodyguard 2.0. But as you can see in the Bodyguard 2.0, it has a nice rounded finish. Here it has somewhat of a resemblance to the Glocks, where it has that squared off finish in the trigger guard. Neither one of them have options for lights or lasers, but there is brands that do make lasers and lights for the DB9. I'm pretty sure if there hasn't came out yet, it's about to for the Bodyguard 2.0, and I'll definitely grab that just to feature it on the channel. Maybe not for everyday carry, but I love this guy so much I want to hook it up the most I can. Although this is how I want to keep it for everyday carry. Very simple, very basic, and very compact. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, man. This is the DB9. So the round capacity is definitely not going to compare. But you are getting the 9mm that everybody swears is so much better for everyday carry. But you're only going to get 6+1. I do believe they make an extended mag. I'm not sure. I got to do my research and see if I find it. But I do believe I remember seeing longer magazines for this guy. But as you see it and as it comes stock, it has 6 in the mag plus 1 in the head, giving you 7 rounds in total. Here you have a 12-round magazine plus 1 in the head, giving you 13, but you are downsizing in caliber down to 380. So let me know, guys, down in the comments. If you ask me, if it's my opinion, one, of course, the brand is a Smith & Wesson, way more proven. I could say way more reliable, because before this Gen 4, the DB9s had a horrible reputation. Right now, the Gen 4, I actually trust this little guy, and I give it a thumbs up. You can find these for under $200. And I'm going to look it up and see if that's the case, and I'll make sure to leave it down in the description. But if you ask me, I go for the Bodyguard 2.0. I rather the rounds, nice and thin, and just it feels way more manageable, feels way more comfortable in the hand. Before I had this guy, before I had the SIG P365X, this guy was my everyday carry for a while. And it could also be a perfect car gun as well. Super compact, super slim, chambered in 9mm. The trigger, that's another thing, steel trigger. And it's actually a pretty good trigger, believe it or not. For a handgun that's under $200, you get a decent trigger. I'm not going to go out of the way and say that it's the case for every handgun. Maybe I got lucky, but I got a great trigger on this DB9. You're not going to be super accurate with this gun. This is the one gun I'm least accurate with. Not saying that I'm not accurate. I still could be pretty accurate, but not as accurate as I am with all my other firearms. Just because it's so snappy, it's so much power in such a tiny handgun. It's a 9mm, chambered in 9mm, but yet so tiny. So those are the trade-offs. You get less round capacity, but you get chambered in 9mm. You get more round capacity, but it's chambered in 380. You could argue this is more reliable, but for me, my experience, I've had this for longer, and it hasn't had any misfires, any failures yet. So I can't even say it's not as reliable. But as far as like the general public and general use of everybody and the comments and all that, I've heard that the DB9, the older generations, weren't reliable. Thank God I got the Gen 4, my first Diamondback, and it was the first one I purchased was the Gen 4, and I got lucky. It's been great, and I've heard great things about the Gen 4. Now, for the Bodyguard 2.0, this has been great for me. I love the Smith & Wesson brand. I own more Smith & Wesson handguns than I do any other firearm, so I'll definitely choose this all day over this guy, especially just because of the way it feels. I feel like when you feel confident with the grip of a firearm, you're going to shoot more confident, and you'll be more on target. So I'll definitely go for this. But let me know down in the comments, like I said, guys, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys consider that trade-off of going up to a 9mm to not EDC a 380 but sacrifice maybe the amount of rounds that you could have it. I know they got the SIG P365X. I have that as well. That is tiny, but it's bigger than both of these firearms. As small as it is, it's still bigger than both of these. These are the two handguns that are the most comparable as far as size goes. So let me know down in the comments, would you guys make a trade-off of, let me not use the Bodyguard 2.0, let me use the DB9 because I want 9mm and I want something so small that I don't even feel that it's there, or I want something that's more proven, a brand that's more reliable, and I'd rather have more rounds and a smaller chambered handgun, but it gives me more chances of fighting off any threat because I have more rounds. Let me know what you guys think, guys. That's it for this video's compact everyday carry and gadgets. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Like I said, I learned so much from you guys, and also suggest any video ideas. I also dish out a lot of these videos due to comments that I see and that inspire certain videos. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching compact everyday carry and gadgets. I'm out of here. God bless, guys.